Chair Loon, if that's why the tax increases are in this bill.
The lady from Hennepin, Chair Loon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Representative Lewandowski, I've really provided you all the information I have regarding these provisions.
The lady from Hennepin, Representative Lincheski.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Chair Knobloch is returned. I wonder if the Ways and Means Chair would yield for a question.
He will yield. The lady from Hennepin, Representative Lincheski.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I know it's late, Chair Knobloch, and so I'm not sure if you heard me, but if you, as the Ways and Means Chair, I don't know if you have the spreadsheet for the bill we're on in front of you, but on page 7 of the spreadsheet, and for any members who may actually be following along, I know it's hard to do that late at night, but on page 7 of the spreadsheet of Chair Loon's bill, you can see the tax increases right at the top of the page. You know, they're for folks to serve on the tax committee, and I know Chair Knobloch does, and folks who serve on it know that the wonderful nonpartisan staff always gives a little descriptor for people to understand how to read a tax increase, and then in very small italics, it's very hard to see, but above that you can see boldly tax revenues. So, and there's a list of tax increases. So in the first biennium, the tax increases in the K-12 bill raised $30.5 million, and I'm wondering, Chair Knobloch, if you can tell me, or if you know, why, with the $1 billion left on the bottom line, the majority needed to raise taxes in the K-12 bill.
Gentleman from Sherburne, Chair Knobloch.
Well, Mr. Speaker, Representative Lincheski, in the first place, I would not characterize these as tax increases. The first item, the working family credit, was something that was in our tax bill, which I'm sure you know, in the House. It was in the governor's tax bill. In fact, I think we saw it from the governor and got the idea from him. And what it is, as I understand it, is that there are people in Minnesota and people in Wisconsin that are somehow both claiming the working family credit. And so they're double dipping on our state and the state of Wisconsin, and this provision is to eliminate that double dipping that's going on. And so it does create some additional revenue, and I think that we don't want people double dipping like this, and so it's certainly an appropriate sort of thing to make sure that we pass. I am less familiar with the second item that's on here, the delay of the sales tax on joint powers taxing districts. I'm not sure that I would necessarily again say that that is a tax increase in the way that people commonly think of it. But as to why